I'll begin from the moment I got you, the moment I saw you lying on the table among my other birthday presents. These were the first words that Anne Frank put in her diary on her 13th birthday. Much later, the diary would become a famous book, read all around the world. For now, however, Anne was happy just to start writing in it. Of course, the beginning of Anne's diary was not the beginning of her life. That moment had come 13 years earlier, on the 12th of June, 1929. Her parents, Otto and Edith Frank, were delighted to meet their new baby. Their older daughter, 3-year-old Margot, seemed pleased as well with her new role as a big sister. The baby's formal name was Anneliese Marie Frank, but that was a bit of a mouthful, so she was known as Anne. Otto and Edith thought they knew what to expect from a newborn because they had experience with Margot, who had been a joy from the beginning. As a baby, Margot had smiled a lot, taken regular naps, and almost never cried. Anne, on the other hand, turned out to be more of a challenge. Maybe she was happy on the inside, but on the outside, she really didn't appear happy at all. Anne was a colicky baby, which is a nice way of saying that she cried a lot. When she wasn't crying, she was nervous or fussy, or both. What is colic? A condition that can cause babies to cry for more than 3 hours without stopping. Most babies outgrow it after a few months. Some babies soon sleep through the night, but Anne was not one of them, and it was Otto who most often comforted her in the hours before dawn. He was a devoted father who liked nothing more than to make up stories with his daughters. Edith did not play with the girls as much, but she made sure they were all cared for. The Franks lived in the Marbachweg area of Frankfurt, Germany. They had lived there for several years, while Otto struggled to save the failing family bank Anne's grandfather had founded. The Marbachweg neighborhood was welcoming. The children played together without caring about the differences between them, such as which families celebrated which holidays. The Franks were Jewish, but above all they considered themselves German, and they never thought about being only one or the other. They didn't have to. Anne was still too young to do much playing with the older children, but she had grown into a lively toddler full of energy and charm. She could be stubborn, though, and would loudly complain if she didn't get her way. Margot was quite the opposite. She never got dirty because she knew she wasn't supposed to. Anne would happily plop down in a puddle and sit there, making a mess until somebody made her get up. Anne and Margot were too young to understand the problems that their family and the rest of the world were facing. Did you know, the Franks had several servants in their home when the girls were little, including a governess who helped care for Margot and Anne.